Hi, my name is Cecilia and I'm a student from Norway having my internship with STEP Institute here in Slovenia. And today I want to talk to you about the important aspect of spatial justice in education. It's all about finding balance and recognizing the significance of that balance, not only in the education, but as it reflects onto the society at large. In Norway, for instance, we are currently facing a shortage of skilled labor in industries that drive growth and innovation. The need for innovation and entrepreneurship in general is quite urgent, particularly as we face challenges such as an aging population and the need for sustainable infrastructure. The government is pushing for a rapid change, but haven't quite succeeded yet. One reason for the shortage might be the dominance of the academic field, which has often overshadowed other professions, leading to a lack of recognition and validation towards the alternative education fields. This is an important aspect which needs to be addressed, especially if the entrepreneurial mindset is meant to flourish. To address this issue, we must create space within society for the highly creative and innovative thinkers we often find in the vocational fields. And by that I mean actual physical space. We need to treat these fields as legitimate career paths, not just mere hobbies or side hustles. This means giving them the respect and recognition and opportunities as their academic counterparts. As a side note, a big group of students choosing vocational education are neurodivergent, and as for that, different thinkers by heart. So one really interesting observation is that the entrepreneurial mindset has been linked to neurodiversity in recent studies. I'll link to that. And find that many neurodivergent people have higher than average abilities, for example in pattern recognition, visual spatial thinking, memory or mathematics. As a neurodivergent student myself, I'm of course a little biased, but spatial justice does refer to the fair distribution of resources and opportunities in physical space, and also the recognition of how spatial arrangements affect social, economic and environmental outcomes. The imbalance I refer to is most often found against the creative and artistic fields, where the value created is more often found on the emotional and spiritual level, not easy to measure in efficiency or profit. But it's equally important, both to the creator and the receiver. As an example, I can tell you why the subject of spatial justice is particularly interesting to me, though from a bit of a different angle. It does point out the need for consideration in spatial arrangements. In the city where I'm from, on the west coast of Norway, there is a great imbalance in this particular field. It's a town that is fueled mainly by one big industry from 100 plus years back and connected to our great coastline, and this is the shipping and marine industry. The industry influences the town heavily, and almost every family has someone working connected to this industry, and the three big local shipyards. One way this impacts the use of space is the obvious imbalance of activities you find, or don't find, in the presence here. You will, for instance, find golf clubs, sail clubs, tech hubs, and other similar activities, but none of that ones that focus on creative, out-of-the-box thinking activities that will contribute to a more diverse and balanced community. As a side effect to this, the town is also having an imbalance of the genders. While many of the young men educate themselves to stay, the majority of the women educate themselves to go elsewhere. This is one of my personal encounters with the importance of spatial justice and shared space to keep balance, but also in addressing the need for the entrepreneurial and creative mindset that we desperately need, especially in the small towns and more rural areas. Exciting examples I see here in Ljubljana are the Rog initiative and also Metelkova. The last one mentioned known as to be a huge highlight also for tourists, as a cultural melting pot, serving as examples for promoting cooperation and coexistence between the academic and vocational domains, as a place for everyone to experience the creative atmosphere and appreciate the rich energy of this community. Collaboration among people with diverse skills and experiences will foster innovation and creativity. Unfortunately, these creative communities have faced challenges due to their occupation of space. Over time, negotiations with the city authorities have resulted in a semi-legal status for places like Metelkova, while the story of Rog continues to unfold. These stories serve as practical examples of both the crucial need and lack of shared space, and should be something to consider in the continued path of spatial justice. So, how can we achieve a higher degree of spatial justice? Let me share some effective strategies with you. Establishing collaborative spaces within our communities. These could be co-working spaces, innovation hubs, or maker spaces where people from different backgrounds can come together, collaborate and share ideas. These spaces foster a sense of community and encourage networking, knowledge exchange and the cross-pollination of ideas, much like the initiative of Rog and Metelkova. Second, we should encourage partnership between public institutions, private enterprises and educational organizations. By working together, we can create initiatives that support and promote the growth of creative and entrepreneurial endeavors. Think of incubators, accelerators, and funding programs that provide resources, mentorship, and support for aspiring entrepreneurs. Let's also integrate entrepreneurial education onto their curriculum at all levels. Mentorship programs, workshops, and internship can further nurture their entrepreneurial talents. Access to capital is vital for aspiring entrepreneurs. We should facilitate their access to funding through government-backed programs, venture capital networks, angel investors, and crowdfunding platforms. In this category, physical space is an important key factor. More financial support to the initiatives that create physical space for opportunities like community and connection building. Financial support plays a significant role in turning ideas into viable businesses and fueling creativity and innovation. And local municipalities and governments should pay great attention to this part. Encouraging individuals to connect with like-minded people, share experiences, and gain insights from industry experts will lead to collaboration and idea sharing. Let's not forget about the importance of embracing risk-taking and learning from failure. By celebrating entrepreneurial success stories and viewing failure as a valuable learning experience, we can inspire individuals to explore new ideas and persevere through setbacks. Lastly, highlighting the success stories of creative entrepreneurs and innovators by showcasing the possibilities within our community and celebrating local talent. We inspire the next generation of creative thinkers and entrepreneurs. All of these actions combined would show recognition and appreciation towards a much wider professional landscape and encourage entrepreneurial mindsets. By implementing these strategies, we can create an ecosystem that provides space for creative, innovative, and entrepreneurial individuals to thrive. It's about recognizing and nurturing the talents and aspirations of those who dare to think differently and pursue their passions. In conclusion, spatial justice in education requires us to recognize, validate, and respect both the academic and vocational fields. By offering equal opportunities, fostering collaboration, and creating adequate space, we can build a society that embraces creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. By doing so, we can encourage more diverse, balanced cohort of students to pursue vocational paths, ultimately leading to a more dynamic and inclusive workforce.